After next 15 minutes, you're gonna know exactly what steps you have to make to become a professional model. Ready? Buckle up. So yesterday I was on one interesting event organized by one of the model agency here in Dubai. They asked me to be a speaker for the models gathering, and it was not only the existing models but also people who are thinking to join them or people who are choosing between the courses. They have a few different length for the courses: 7-day, 3 months course, 2 months course, I think some intensive, just some master classes, or the people who are genuinely just buying with them, like photo shoots, maybe consultation, something else. I am not working for this model agency yet, and I'm not going to advertise them at this point. But if you want me to tell more about model agencies here in UAE, in Dubai, because I was already a photographer for 1.5 years for one of the biggest model agencies here before, please let me know down below, and we're going to speak about this in a separate video. So today, how to become a successful model from zero, step-by-step guide. This is the speech that I made for them yesterday, and I thought, why not? Let me just tell you as well. Let me tell my people. If I tell the strangers, why not teach those who already watching me? Let's get back to the steps. Number one, and of course, in every profession as well as modeling, that would be make your research. And when I'm saying that, not only make your research what is actually modeling, which is, of course, you gotta be making, but also what are model agencies have around you, in your place, in your country, in your city. Better to think country-wise, because the models are always moving. It's the job that you can actually pick up the work that tomorrow the shooting gonna be in another city. Like it's actually requires people to move a lot, and some people are motivated by that as well. So if you love traveling, that might be a job for you. And maybe you just want to make it like a second income, or maybe that's your interesting hobby that you're pursuing or thinking to try. That's all also could be. But make your research, and especially about the types of modeling that they exist. The people ask me a lot about probably not everyone can become a model, right? And I can agree and disagree in the same time, because I believe almost everybody, if they really want to, or unless maybe everybody, can actually become a model one way or another. This is what I mean. There is so many types of modeling, especially nowadays. There's a runway, fashion, and high editorial, high fashion models for the brands that we've seen on the fashion weeks, for the runway, catwalking, horse walking, all of the types of walking, high fashion designers. By the way, there's also local fashion designers with another requirements, but now we're talking about categories. So high fashion models. There's another big, and probably I think the biggest category, which is commercial modeling. Commercial models are shootings, the photo shoot with the photographers as well, everything, the catalog shootings for the clothes. Those gonna be probably taken by AI mostly, but we're gonna speak about this a bit later. Those are also some type of the runway or events that more on a local level, or local designers, they have another requirements, and they just genuinely like another style, more commercial kind of style, a little bit closer to normal look, normal appearance kind of people. And actually you thinking about advertisement of some bank, advertisement of sometimes even in music videos, but more often like, I don't know, phone operator, even any kind of house supplies or anything, IKEA, let's say. You want to see a normal people, just good looking people acting naturally, and believe me, that's not always easy, and you need to learn that, but again, that's another topic. You want to see good looking people. Those are all models, actors, talents, hostesses, event people, all in the industry. Is not people just in the street, although sometimes we scout people in the street, and I also did in my life, because I was working and not only as a photographer but also as a scout before in my life in my country. And this was one of the reasons why actually the model agency asked me to make a speech. So there's also plus size modeling, or some particular size modeling. There's a petite model. Petite models are the generally lower height for the girls and guys, especially for the girls, if I know correctly. There's a kids modeling in a category of exact age. There is the older people modeling. There is a body parts model. There's a people who model only for the hands, for example, to show jewelries on their hands and stuff. And that was so funny yesterday when I tell my group that I know absolutely, for the matter of fact, even though I get asked a few times to do some hands modeling, whenever I'm actually sending the pictures and I'm showing something, every brand just laugh and agree with me and mostly deny my hands to be in a model. Look, there is nothing wrong, you can think, but look again. Everybody have our special threads, and my specific one is weird fingers shaped. My fingers are shaped looking all in a different direction. So I cannot become a hands model, that's for sure. But I can more or less successfully become a commercial one, which I'm sometimes still do. There's many ways. There's a fitness models, and this now booming. The fitness influencers, fitness junkie, fitness bunnies, all there, all doing modeling. The yoga people, Pilates people, all there. It's just separate crucial part of modeling now. It's all about sport, nutrition, and fitness industry. It's also huge, and why not? There's a beautiful people speaking about health and promoting healthy lifestyle. I'm very much supporting that. Second step, and I think this is the most important part, because here a lot of people doing this wrong. And don't get me wrong, you can change your body, but don't change it too much. The step is understand yourself, your body, your type, and embrace what you have. Embrace your natural beauty. When I was 11 years old, and the first time in my life I came to the model agency, you know, you see my hair, this is my natural color, and my hair was longer than this. That time it was a bit wavy. There's a child, they told me to cut my hair shorter and dye my hair as a Marilyn Monroe, like pearly white, like silverish white color. Do you think I did it? Yes, I did. I was a child. Do you think I regretted it? All my life. I see the pictures me being teenager, I see the pictures me being a child, and I have the white hair there. I don't understand why would they do that to me. It was long time ago, and I wasn't agree with my scout. But that time it was just fun for me to try whatever. The hair gonna grow, and why not, whatever bring me job, especially when you like 11, 12, 13, you thinking it's the fun, like whatever makes you like have a job. I had piercing before, I had all the kind of colors of my hair, like on that white color stick, violet, blue, pink, everything. I was green colored, everything I had. But none of that honestly suit me better than my natural hair. And I honestly think that 95% of the people are looking better with their natural hair. If it's wavy, make it more waves. Embrace the curls, embrace the waves. Let them be waves. If it's something in between, of course you can choose. Like me, I like to straighten my hair because naturally it's too heavy now, too long to be wavy, so it's just not form any kind of shape. But if you have straight hair, amazing. If you have a wavy one, you can make it curly. If you have freckles, please embrace. Everybody will love freckles. If you have a gap between your teeth, is amazing. Sometimes even weird shaped teeth, like I always thought two of my teeth here are too big, and I thought like I'm looking like a bunny. And then I went to dentists, and they told me, my god, you have such a beautiful smile, you actually have a bunny smile, it's super trendy. I was like, huh? You got me. Try to enhance what you already have, your special appearances, because this is what a model scouts and what photographers are looking for. If you're a ginger, if you have freckles, if you have weird color of the eyes, some weird shape of their hair, some skin, I don't know, types of colors, conditions, something. Of course, if it's come from unhealthiness, if you have acne, it's better always to eat healthy, to take care of yourself, to treat yourself the best, to be the best shape you can, to eat healthy, to exercise, to take care of yourself and your body. But this is not what I'm saying, and I think we understand each other, right? So now a lot of people don't understand what would be a special thing about them. Well, I can give you a hint and the tip. The hint would be, have you ever wanted to change something in yourself? I'll give you another example. All my life, I wanted to make a plastic surgery. You can see it here. I wanted to fix something here. Can you guess what is it? I wanted to fix my nose. I always wanted to have a small, tiny, cute, girly nose that it would be like so cute and make my face cuter. And I always thought like this is ugly, this is huge or something. And the people and every my boyfriend would always tell me, it's like, please don't do anything, this is lovely, that's amazing. And even when I went to like cosmetologist or makeup artist, they tell me it's very funny, but if you would fix your nose, you would have to fix other things around your face, because your eyes wouldn't be aligned anymore, your cheeks would be unbalanced, your chin, your lips, something else would be like different shape and balanced or something. You would basically have to make one by one every part of your face. I don't know if it's true, if it's not, I have no idea, to be honest, but I kind of made peace with my nose, and then I actually sometimes even hear the compliments about that. Have you ever wanted to fix something? Most probably is that. Second thing, ask. Ask your friend, ask your photographers, ask your scouts, ask model agencies, ask anyone. If you know any person in this field, maybe you know some models already, maybe you just have a good friends or family if you're open to speak with them. And the worst case, you can contact me and ask me, and I will tell you straight away because I have an eye for that. So it could be anything, and maybe it's a special shape of your face, maybe it's your cheeks, maybe you have this baby face which is super cute, maybe it's your eyes, maybe it could be anything. Sometimes it's hair, sometimes it's skin. Like I just shooted Miss Egypt of the last year, and she have this special skin condition when she have the different color of the skin in the same human, and it looks so amazing. She's such a beauty, and she's one of the runners of the for Miss Universe. So can you imagine when the person embrace their special little things, it's actually become not only their signature but loved for the whole world. But another thing that I want to tell in the same step, think about what another skills you might have additionally to just your appearance and to be a model. I'll make an example. A lot of Gucci campaigns right now using musicians, and not always are the most famous musicians, of course often, but sometimes it's normal musician, normal people. They just go and they find some band in Argentina that they like, and they take them and turn them into the campaign, into the models. So every time, if you have any skills, if you do music, if you do arts, if you do sports especially, that's going to be benefit for your model career. There's often campaigns when they're looking for models who can be confident sitting on a horses here, for example, in UAE, or for example, model who can skateboard, model who can ski and snowboard for the winter campaigns, and the topics can go on and go on. You can play football, basketball, anything. If you can include that in your portfolio that we're gonna speak later about, that would be a perfect and a big, big plus for you. Step 3, and yesterday I went a little bit fast on that one because there's the people who was gonna join the model agency already, and which is, I really want to make a statement here, it's not necessary to join any kind of model school, it's not necessary to go and pay someone to become a model. If you're already ready, and if you're ready to study online and to work on yourself by yourself or with your friends, or maybe you like hire someone, or just like go and try and fail, you can totally do it by yourself. But the step number 3 is to actually learn and to develop skills that models need. And model needs skills to work in front of the camera, to work video photographer, and it's not only posing, although it's a huge part of it. Yes, it's posing for the photo shoots, but it's also just genuine, confident in front of the camera, speaking for the camera, maybe presenting some product, maybe speak about something on the spot, creating the product, like, you know, just anything you got in hand, you have to speak about this, you have to show it in the best possible way. You have to make it looks like, how do you turn it, how do you show it to the camera, how do you make it look good on a photo shoot, because whenever you have a job for your portfolio and your introduction video, they're going to invite you to the studio, they're going to already expect you to know how to do these things. There is no brand or no photographer of the brand who's going to teach you from scratch. They can give you tips and they can help you often, but they're not going to teach you from scratch on a spot when you already get a job how to present their product. At least I'm talking about high quality campaigns and brands. If you're blessed to get one of those, they're not going to spend time there teaching you. So yes, we were speaking yesterday like that. You can learn by yourself. There's a YouTube videos. There's a people who might teach you in your hometown, in your area, maybe some friends of you, and you can just read the books about this, watch videos, try by yourself, put the camera, try again and again and again. But as everything else, to learn by yourself is just genuinely can take you longer. You need to learn catwalking, and it's very hard just by practice, without steps and without tips from outside for the person who's gonna actually see you, because sometimes we just need a little bit movements on the hips and on the shoulders. Sometimes models don't understand that all they need to do is actually to relax their shoulders and also to relax their chin and their neck, and that's gonna improve their walking by far away. So those gonna be perfect if you can sign for any courses, at least for some, I don't know, intense course of a week or something. That shouldn't be expensive, but again, this is just my advice. I am not getting any money from any model agency, so I'm not gonna advertise that. That is on you and your own decision. I by myself went to 2 model schools when I was a teenager. I genuinely just loved it. They did like some acting lessons for us. They did manners and etiquette for us. They did stage talking, camera talking, posing, catwalk. They did just so much. The time management, the psychology of the profession, and general psychology. They just community hours when you speak, when you meet another models. They did castings for us. Your agency, your school agency will always push their own students much more than other models. Even sometimes, and I'll open you a secret, other models can be maybe more interesting for the job, but first they're gonna try to push somebody who already paid for them because they literally want to be helpful. You know, this is the model that already paid for them, that already went through their training, so they want to help and they want to try to push them to get the jobs. It's just a common sense. Step number 4, and some of the trainers just start with that, but I honestly thought that it's unnecessary for you to understand everything in between that and before that as well. Step number 4 is your polaroids, your digitals that they call for the models, very natural pictures that we're gonna speak in a moment, and also your introduction video. And this is where your personality will start to show up. Not fully yet, but let me tell you about this. Your polaroids or your digitals are the quite plain pictures without most of your makeup. Actually, in a perfect world, there have to be no makeup completely. So think about skincare, think about your full skin routine, sleep well before. I don't know if you feel like, I don't know, go gym before, it's very helpful. You're gonna have some blush a little bit. I advise boys to make, I don't know, 100 push-ups before, girls to make some squats, because we also gonna make not only the face but full body pictures. You wear the most plain clothes that possibly you can, that also show your figure. It could be either tight jeans or simple straight jeans, blue or black color. Here we advise normally to wear leggings or jeans, pants, the ones that can show your figure, and also either crop top or normal t-shirt. It could be white or black t-shirt. Normally in a lot of agencies I see it's all black, black down, black t-shirt, but here in UAE as well there is a helpful, especially for men, and it's a tip to make it in a white t-shirt as well, because of the national clothes. They might ask you to wear a national clothes, which is kandura, and it's normally a white color. They have them in different colors, but in advertisement they basically use this basic white, beautiful, clean kandura. So for those, they need to see how your skin, how your face, your hands, everything gonna look on a white. And as well, be using the white or the most plain background that you can find. Those can be taken at home, those can be taken on the phone. I see that a lot of model agencies in their website, they say you can take those on your iPhone at home, no troubles. You can ask your friend or set a tripod and just take them straight away. But we always advising, if you have a chance, to go to model agency directly and ask them to take your polaroids, or if you have I don't know, any chance to go to a photo studio, that they know how to do it, they know the angle, they know how to take from which point every body type of the body. That would be a better advice. But again, you can tell it by yourself. There is no such thing as wrong here, as long as you're showing how it is. You need to show a close-up and you need to show the full body. At least those two pictures has to be there. The close-up has to be super clean, super sharp, in focus. All the pictures have to be in focus. The full body shape have to show your body type, your body composition. And please don't do a lot of posing here. From 4 to 6 pictures, which are max, we can do a little bit of posing, maybe on one picture, or you can do like white smile or laugh on one of the picture. Is also very fun to include, but basic without smile, like very relaxed face on a close-up and full body shot, that have to be there. For the girls, I'm advising sometimes to, for one of the picture, put the hair up, just to show your neck, just to show your ear as well. It's important sometimes. Maybe they're planning to make some, I don't know, high tier, high hairstyle for you, so they will need to see how you looks. So it would be basically something like this. But again, those are already additional. And for example, you can make a few different comb cards. Comb cards is this combination of the Polaroids, of your digitals that we put all together. Those maybe 8 would be a max, I would say 6 the maximum, that you can take a few different, make the close-up as your main and put them aside. They are full body, half body, maybe laughing, like make a little pause, or like a super relaxed one, and the hair up for the boys as well. And it depends on the hairstyle, you might don't have it. And again, one more is going to be a profile picture. Just put your hair on another side. If you have a long hair like me, you would always take it to the side and take it like this. That's it. Then the video, your introduction video. There's a mistake that most of the beginners and the first time models always making when they make an introduction video, is they trying to make it as fast as possible, as plain as possible, use the simple language, don't make any emotions, just like don't show any personality at all. And I would say probably this is the biggest mistake that model actually can take when they make an introduction video. So of course, they want to hear your voice, they want to hear the tone of your voice, they want to hear how confident you are, if you stutter or not. And of course, they want to hear your accent, the way how you're speaking, what language you're using. Please don't be just like a robotic person who is like not smiling. And then you also have to turn just as the pictures on different sides, maybe put the hair up and smile. Step number 4, and you need some experience, any experience. Train as much as possible. I know it looks similar with the developing of the model skills, but actually it's not. You just need any opportunity that there are, and don't think about the money at the beginning. Just collab with another beginners, collab with another models, collab with brands who just starting, find the brands, find new brands in your town, in your area, in your city, in your country, and find photographers who just beginning or who want to explore the portfolio, who want to start, try something new, find photographers schools, find colleges, apply to not only model agencies but also marketing agencies, and so on and so on. Just get as much experience as possible and try to put yourself out there. Just tell to people like, hey, I want to try modeling or I want to try acting, and this is what I'm doing now. This is either my hobby or this is my new career, but please help me, please tell me, give me some tips, please, let's collab, or just tell me if you have any jobs for me. Do it. Fifth step, and you cannot start with that, that would be actually going next, and that would be to create your portfolio or to your model book that we call it, by genres. And there's a different genres of the model books, the pictures that you can represent to a new client, to model agencies when you're gonna send them. And by the way, for some model agencies, your comp card, right, your polaroids would be enough, but for some others, they would ask you, do you have portfolio already? And if you're not, they will need to make you one. Sometimes it's require some additional payment. Sometimes they're gonna make it in-house for you if they wanna fully represent you. That depends of agency, and of course, depending on you, your experience already, how much you fit in or not. Just, it's always vary. So the next step would be to make a book. It can be printed, but nobody, of course, make it printed anymore. It's just online storage of as much jobs as possible that you already made, and they have to be as different as possible. There have to be a high fashion, some fashionable shoots, maybe different looks, maybe some crazy makeup for beauty shots. That could be a fitness category for the fitness modeling. That could be any kind of different sports that you do, that you can do. Always represent yourself, and don't think like, oh, I did football in school. I had a picture somewhere in school. I think like local photographer or somebody take the picture of me on the phone. No, that wouldn't be enough. Just the proof that you can do football is not enough. That have to be a beautiful shot that actually showing, I don't know, your muscles maybe, or showing like your legs, show how you perform, show your acting in that, show the beautiful shot. Like the more quality shot it is actually more beneficial for you. So that's why I always say, don't ask, I don't know, your mom or your friend to just like take the shots for you. Try to reach out for photographers. A lot of photographers are looking for models to collaborate on, like, honestly, regular basis, and try to create portfolio with them. And of course, every time store with the new works, whichever job you getting from model agency, from yourself, from whoever, wherever you're gonna get jobs in a groups, in Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, wherever you are for modeling, like this, always store it in the same folder in your computer, because someday it's gonna be your portfolio, someday soon it's gonna be your book. And please don't put there like 5 different shots from the same category, let's say 5 beauty picture with a different makeup, unless you are purely going for a beauty model and you are going for like skin model for the beauty brands only, for close-ups only, this is only thing that you want to do, then your portfolio have to be with only these shots, and that is an exception. Or for example, if you only do hands modeling, of course you can create hands pictures in different scenarios and gloves in that, I don't even know, like you can Google and make your research on that one. Or for example, like if you're a niche model and it's beautiful and amazing, create that kind. But if you want to go for a different commercial model or for like runways and high fashion editorial modeling, please create your portfolio as different in styles as it possible for you. As more jobs, of course, you're going to have. Of course, if you only had 3 shots in your life, 3 shoots, and all of them are, I don't know, sporty, you can have picture from all of those 3 shots separately there in the portfolio already. But if you have 20 plus pictures in your portfolio or 30 plus pictures, I'm telling you, as a photographer, and there's one who was working in model agency, it's a pain for us. We don't know you. Unfortunately, we don't love you yet. we don't know your personality, you're amazing kind human being. So for us, it's just simply boring to go through 30 similar pictures. Those have to be as different, as entertaining as possible. One has to be beauty, another one fitness, another one high fashion, the runway, something else completely out of topic. Maybe if you do lingerie or like swimwear, it's another type of modeling, you can include that. So it's have to be one by one, maybe traditional clothes. If you do, by the way, it's a huge tip, any kind of traditional clothing, it's amazing, it's trendy, please do it. Whichever where you're from, just embrace your ethnicity. And why not, we can also play with other ethnicity, whichever you like, culture, multicultural kind of thing. Yeah, but those are catching attention, those are kind of also weird and special. 6, and don't kill me for this one, but think of a plan B always, and in always in our life, unless you are super reckless and risky taker, which is also could be, and that's your choice. But think, maybe there's something else in this field that you could try. Maybe there's another type, not necessarily purely modeling, but types that you can do and make some money, unless you become super famous, or until you become super famous and high paid model. Because in as in every field, of course, only small percentage of people get this amazing and huge money. A lot of us making just sometimes like some scratch from models from there and there. Not everybody shooting every day, even if we do modeling on a regular basis. So think else, like what else you can do in the same field. Maybe you can be a hostess, and there's a plenty, for example, in here in UAE, a hostess jobs in a exhibition, an event, every kind of events. There is so many different types of that. You can be a presenter, you can be host for the events. Again, they always need a host, they need a presenter who talk about the brand, who actually present there for the product, for the, I don't know, CEO, maybe for the people, delegation from other countries. And maybe that could be a translator also. If you speak multiple languages as well and you're looking presentable, that's amazing. Maybe you want to be an actor. Maybe you want to actually, instead of go to model school, take an acting class, and that also would be amazing help for you. And both, I think, could be combined. And there is just so many other things in art, in music, in content creation, and that's a separate topic. We're gonna go to that in a minute. But think what else you can do in this same business. And let me tell you just a story about myself. When I went to model agency, as I told you, I was always one of the biggest in a room. I would be the most clumsiest, sometimes the funniest, they say, but the clumsiest, a little bit bigger than other girls. There was a plenty girls who I just couldn't even compete with them. I know that there's a special type of work for them that they will take straight away. They were super tall and super slim. I was never very, very tall. Between 5.7, 5.8, something like that. I'm 171 and a half, I think. And yeah, I always had my niche, but that was mostly a commercial or some kind of acting, modeling, something slash between the jobs. But it was fun for me, and I still love it until at the age of 17 slash 18, I started to actually try to do stuff behind the camera. I was shooting another models, I was shooting com cards and polaroids, I was shooting my friend. Whenever the camera first time came into my hands, I was shooting everything and everyone. And in a few days, guys, I am not joking here, a few days, even though I saw photographers in my life and plenty of them as a model, I would never thought I'm gonna become one until I actually started to do it myself and tried it myself with my own hands. I understand how much I'm enjoying to actually taking pictures of others, and how much is enjoyable for me to actually find angles, to help the person, to help them pose. I'm still, until this day, every time when I'm shooting others, I am posing together with them. I'm taking the camera and I'm literally like showing them what to do with my shoulders, with my like hands, with the hair, like something. And the model is just straight away copying me. We're laughing together, we're making it super fun and easy for us. And it's fun and easy for me to become a photographer since then, even though I went to college and I actually went to study as a photographer as well. But I'm a person like that, no pressure here. try something else in a field as well, at least for your own, I don't know, interest and education, but it also could be a plan B, and it also can help you to make more money until you become this high paid fashion or maybe editorial or like commercial model or actor. Okay. Point number 7 for me would be have your rules, have your boundaries, and please stay firm. Develop your own values and develop your own boundaries. It's very crucial and important, I feel, in this field, because the artists have such a messed up world where in one country, in one culture, in one age, we think something is acceptable and in another it's not. It's the way how we speak, what we say, how we speak to each other, what we're asking from each other, what photographers might ask from you, what clients might ask you to do, to perform, how they to look, how to act, what to say. For example, some of the models do like smoking. I would never like. Just think about that. I smoke, although in my life myself, when I was a teenager, I never miss this again. So I'm not gonna promote smoking. I'm not gonna promote in any kind of drugs. And like not long ago, one big alcohol brand also approached to me, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a huge brand. And maybe a lot of models or a lot of content creators would be excited, but I wasn't. And I put them so high price that I knew that they would not agree. And yes, they found another much cheaper creator at that time. And for me, to be honest, I was super happy because I didn't want to take the campaign. So I was just like, should I compromise in myself? And I understood like, no, I actually won't. 8. And this one is my favorite: social media. Of course, in the world right now, there is absolutely crucial and there is no other way than to create your social medias and to apply all of your values, put your portfolio there, put your polaroids there. It could be private, it could be public. I always advise everyone to have a public account, and if you do, like if you don't want to put your, I don't know, introduction video, if you don't want to put your polaroids there, just don't. And you can always send this to model agencies like directly, and you don't have to. But your portfolio, and just to make people know that this is you, to build your personal brand, to make your personal brand there, to make it look like you, to show yourself, to show your bubble personality, to show yourself to the world, to act, to perform, to make videos, to make pictures, to play with friends, to post everything and everything. This is the place. The TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, of course, every other, the Snapchat, every other social media that you prefer, that you like. I feel like this is topic for complete other videos, but they have to perform for you. And believe me, a lot of scouts in the model agencies, they actually scout in the social medias. They not go around the streets anymore. It's much easier for us as photographers or as scouts for them to just literally like found you on an event, found you as the buyer of the brand, found you by tags. Before it was super famous to make a hashtag, a lot of famous. I don't want to advertise any of them, but you can make your research on that one. They had their own tags, a lot of famous model agencies, the big agencies. We call them like big 3, big 5 model agencies in the world. So the models literally put the tags when they wanted to be scouted, and that was a super famous way. Now all you need to do is create your content, be fun, be yourself. I mean, if you said be sad, but like, why not be fun if you have the chance to live a beautiful life? Anyway, I feel like this is the personal brand. It's a topic for separate video, but of course, I cannot just include that in one of the points in my speech today. Point number 9 would be a discipline and a mindset. Believe me, and a lot of people don't know that, one of the most famous models and actors at all times all faced rejections at some point in their life. Even the richest model at this time, Kendall Jenner, she says that she faced rejections multiple times, and the people would not recognize her, not meet her in the castings, like, or actually opposite, they will recognize her because of the show, and they will just like reject her because, what are you, a model? You are just like the show actress or something. Another, the second paid model here now in our generation is Giselle Bonchen. Absolutely loving her. tall, beautiful face. Do you think why would she ever face any rejections? She was actually rejected from 42 model agencies. It says, maybe it's a lies, but Google it. I actually did, and it's insane. At least she said in her interview that 42 agencies or agent was rejecting her because she had big nose or small eyes, and they tell some kind of thing like that to her. And all of this is honestly ridiculous. She's paid, highly paid model, she's a supermodel, and if she can be rejected 42 times and never stop to ask again and ask again, so can you. There's a things as the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. And the growth mindset would be challenger help me grow. The fixed mindset would be, oh, I get some criticism, I get some challenges, maybe it's not for me, I either good or I'm not, the world is black or white. This is the fixed mindset, and honestly, it's not so good, it's not show up good, it's not help in any career, especially here in an art industry, in a content creation, in a model industry at all. So discipline yourself, set yourself goal, and the goal have to be by doing, not by getting. Do something controllable and set the controllable goals. Like I sent to 5 agencies, or I sent email to 10 agencies, or I like put my link, my information, I fill up the form for 5 agencies or 10 agencies daily, or 3 agencies daily, like whatever comfortable goal for you. By doing, set that goal and just follow your step. That how you're gonna actually pursue some work. Sooner or later there is another model agencies and there's new model agencies, one or another gonna come back to you, one or another client gonna love you, or they're gonna ask you more pictures, they're gonna come back, you're gonna have a conversation. That's already good. If you even if you get rejection but you get any feedback, maybe you need to improve your polaroids, maybe you need to fix your portfolio, or like delete some pictures from there, add some pictures from there, maybe you're gonna get some work or collaboration for free. At least reach out to photographers, reach out to marketing agencies as well. We always need people to shoot. So I am just don't believe that anyone on any points, if they're gonna like put so much effort and put in there and out there and out there, they will just fail on a content creation, modeling, talent, acting. If they just start to do that and put the realistic goals by actions, I believe you can do it, because I could, and it's mean everybody can. If you decide to go on this path, it's challenging, but it's super interesting job. And there's so many other jobs in the industry that you can combine with that. I wish you all the help, and please ask me any questions. And I hope this video was helpful for you. And I'll see you on my next one.